She's doing an internship in Birmingham. So although we are video recording all the lectures for her, but you can also watch those lectures through the Canvas website. And Becca has also created a channel on YouTube where all the videos will be posted. And in a minute I will invite her to tell you a little bit about that channel. Besides that, we are also going to create a Facebook page where we will post the links to all the videos, and as we go along, if we find any important information about a city or any useful videos, we will use it. And basically later on, Facebook will become our main communication tool. So you can also provide the address to your families, and they can also watch out at what are the activities you are doing either this semester or next semester. As we will be on study abroad trip, we will be keep posting pictures on the Facebook page as well. Now, any questions you would like to ask me about this course? Becca, can you please come and tell them about YouTube channel?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the YouTube channel has been posted. I posted it up today. It's called BSCI Study Abroad 2013. Same thing for our Facebook group, and I made it today. Dustin and I are both group members already. You can go in there and you just, standard Facebook stuff. You just like it, and then we'll post links.
Are there spaces between the words study abroad 2013?
The YouTube, no, but the Facebook group, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Facebook would be one word, BSCI Study Abroad 2013.
You guys know what a Facebook is?
No.
Make sure.
And you are not using Facebook? Okay, so you can create your account now.
Yeah, he's too good for social media.
Now, how many of you have bought this book, China Road? A couple of you. If you go to Amazon, you can find it, I think, in $3 or $4.
I found one cent.
Yeah, I got mine for 1 cent.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but-
you. You took my blood.
Oh,
Buy
sorry.
that one. The shipping is $4, right?
Yeah.
Shipping, so
Yeah, in fact, the trick is that sometimes people list it as 1 cent, but if you look at the shipping charges, it may be exaggerated, like $5 or $6.
Yeah.
So carefully look for the shipping charges as well, and then see that what would be the total cost. Because that's a trick I found a lot of times on internet. If you put a low price, your company name will be at the top, and there is a probability that more person will click and buy it. Alright. So please purchase this book, and because from next week you will start reading this book. We may discuss parts of this book in the class as well. And although this entire book is very, very interesting, it is very easy to read, but your quiz 1 will be based on the first 17 chapters. So there are total 23 chapters in this book, and your quiz will be based on first 17 chapters. So please make sure that you complete the reading of these 17 chapters before your first quiz. How about the second book? How many of you have bought it? Only one. So you can go ahead and buy this book, and in fact this is the 3rd edition, but even if you purchase the 2nd edition, that should be fine. There are not significant differences between the 2nd and 3rd edition. The biggest difference is statistical computations. So if you are planning to do some statistics in your research, then go for 3rd edition. Otherwise, 2nd edition is also fine, and you can get the 2nd edition, I think, much less cost as compared to the 3rd edition. Alright. Now let's go over the quick itinerary, and we'll discuss a few key dates. I've already sent a copy to you, I believe, last semester through emails. Some of you have already gone through it.
I want to see you guys next week.
And by the way, any one of you have bought a ticket for this trip? Not yet. Alright. Let's go over it. Basically, our trip will start from May 11th morning. So I would like all of you to reach Beijing latest by 10th noon. Now if you check the flights, there are two possibilities. There is a British Airways flight or Air France flight which reach in the morning of May 10th. And I think that's the best combination. You can reach in the morning and we will pick you up from the Beijing airport. There are also some flights which reach at midnight. So if you are planning to take one of those flights, then I will suggest you to reach Beijing by May 9th. And you can, if you are traveling in small groups, you can reserve a hotel at the Beijing airport where you can stay for the rest of the night. And next morning we will pick you up from the Beijing airport. So we are planning to hire a chartered bus to pick you all from the Beijing airport around noon. Yes.
Is there any progress on getting the group rates for flights?
Yeah, basically I contacted 3 or 4 travel agents to talk about the group rates, and I found some good rates, but there are few problems. First of all, if we plan to travel as a group, there should be at least 10 members in the group with fixed departure and arrival dates. And second thing is that it may not provide you a lot of discount, but basically you need, in the beginning you just need to deposit $200 or $300, and the rest of the money you can pay a week before your departure. So these are the two major advantages. The best rate which I got from one of the travel agent was $1,960, and that was through Etihad Airways. So the trip is a little bit longer because from Atlanta you will fly to Chicago, and from there you will go to Abu Dhabi in United Arab Emirates, and from there you will take the flight to Beijing. And similarly, on your way back, you will fly from Shanghai to Abu Dhabi and then from there to London. So that was the bad part in that trip. The best which I found is through British Airways. You will take the flight from Atlanta to London. There will be, I think, 4 hours stopover in London, and then you will take another flight from London to Beijing. Reach Beijing in the morning around 9:30, which is perfect because it will take you a couple of hours to go through the immigration process, and we will pick you at noon. And then you can take the flight from Shanghai to London, which is again a direct flight. And on your way back, there is a flight from Rome to London, and then London to Atlanta. And that ticket cost was close to $2,200. There was another ticket through one of the Chinese Airways. It was close to $2,100. But that flight will take you to Beijing around midnight, which means that you need to pay for your one-night hotel stay. So keep looking around different options. I would suggest you to plan to purchase your ticket in the next 4 weeks. And if you are interested, let's say at least 10 persons are interested to travel in a group, please let me know, and then we can talk with the travel agent. Yes?
Could you possibly send out an email with all that information you just told us about the group rates?
Yeah, I can provide you that information.
Okay.
I can even provide you the name of the travel agent, and you can directly talk with that person.
Okay, thank you.
And basically, we will be leaving 2 days earlier and reach Beijing around May 8th. So that once you arrive, we will already be there. After that, we will spend 7 days in Beijing. And next week, I will provide you the details that how we are going to spend that time. But we will be visiting historical sites, some construction projects in Beijing. Besides that, we will also have a one-day trip to another city which is called Daeju. Daeju is now considered as the solar valley of China, and 90% of the factories which are now constructing solar panels for the world, they are located in that city. So we are planning a trip to a couple of factories who are constructing solar panels, plus they have a number of buildings which are completely using alternate energy methods for their heating, power and lighting. So that would be an interesting trip. We will take a high-speed train in the morning, reach Daeju in an hour, spend the whole day there, and then return to Beijing in the evening. After that, on 17th, we will take a high-speed train at travel from Beijing to Xi'an. So on that night, you will be sleeping in the train, and we will reserve the soft sleepers for each one of you. We will spend 4 days in Xi'an, visiting again Terracotta Warriors Museum, some of the historical sites. It is also possible that we will visit one of the universities in Xi'an, and you will have a guest lecture on historic preservation techniques which are currently adopted in China. On 21st, we will take the flight from Xi'an and fly to Shanghai, and the next 5 days we will spend in Shanghai. Again, pretty much the same things we will be doing, visiting museums, historic sites, some new construction projects. Also, we will have 1 free day in Shanghai. So if you plan to go somewhere, or you plan to visit some place within Shanghai or some nearby areas, you can also do so. And we will provide you some options. After that, on May 26th, which is Sunday, we will take the flight from Shanghai and reach London. And we will be spending the next 6 days in London. And then this part of the trip will finish on May 31st evening. After that, you will have 3 nights and 4 free days for your personal travel, wherever you want to travel in UK as well as any parts of the Europe. We will provide you the Eurorail pass, which you can utilize for your free train travel in Europe. And we will meet again in Paris on June 4th at 6 p.m. So that will provide you almost the 4 full days for your travel. Now, have you planned anything for your free travel and countries you plan to visit? Not yet. So one class lecture will be focused on that aspect, and basically I will invite a couple of students who have taken the study abroad trips in the past to provide you some recommendations. But you may start thinking about the possible places you would like to visit. We will spend 4 days in Paris, 4 days in Munich, and then you will also have 2 free days for your personal travel. Now, since Munich is very close to Austria, so you may plan to visit Vienna, you may also visit Budapest, or you may go to Berlin, so there are a number of options available. And we will meet again in Venice in the evening of June 14th. We will spend 2 days in Venice, 2 days in Florence, and then 4 days in Rome. And the trip will conclude in the evening of June 21st. And then on June 22nd, you can take the flight back to Atlanta, or if you would like to stay a couple of more days, that should be fine. I think your first class for summer leave will start on 24th or 25th of June. Now, any questions about this travel plan? Any recommendations we can use to further improve it? Now, for most of the places, we will be staying in hotels, except in Beijing, where we will be staying in the international dormitories of one of the local universities. Xi'an will be hotel, and rest will be the hotels. In Rome, we will also stay in dormitories. So, except Rome and Beijing, the rest of our stay will be in hotels. And in different hotels, you will be sharing the room with 1 or 2 persons. So we will decide, we will mix you up as we move along, and we will decide what will be the possible combination. But in China, basically 2 persons will be sharing a room. In London, I believe 3 persons will share a room. Same thing for Paris and Munich. In Venice, we have a problem because the day when we are visiting Venice, there is some local fair going on, and most of the hotel rooms were either booked or they were very expensive. So only for Venice, I think 4 persons will be sharing the room. And Florence again 2 persons, and Rome 2 persons per room. But each person will get a separate bed